Hello. Welcome to This Thing's Got Problems. I'm Eric. The thing that has problems today is this BMW something rather, Plati Dip. It is a thing. I don't like it. It's not good. This bike is completely coated in something that the Joker has come up with. And I'm not kidding about that. This was the Joker's BMW. Who knew? He was in the German bikes. No idea. Would have pictured him a Triumph guy. Today we're taking the PlastiDip off, and it's interesting because it is basically coated in clear coat and paint, which makes the PlastiDip remover not work because it just sits on the paint and doesn't really give a crap. It's citrus, really, and it just sits there and does nothing. So you gotta make your way. You gotta burrow and dig and scrape and scratch. It was something. So if you want to see a epic battle between man versus PlastiDip covered plasticky machine, this is it. It's something to behold. I still smell citrus. I think I always will. I haven't tasted anything in a while. It's done some permanent damage to my body, and I mean, the bike came out good, so worth it? Probably not worth it, but here, take a look. Why so serious, everybody? Well, I don't know, but here we go. This thing right here, this BMW, this touring bike, which should be enjoying its life out on the open road, has apparently been causing chaos and disarray and giving Batman some problems to deal with, and myself. So you can see where we started peeling off some PlastiDip and some areas where it was just normal. And then everything you still see remaining there, well, it's going to be a nightmare. Let's just drink it all in, see what this insane person did, and I guess let's bust out the heat and chemicals and get to work. Alright, so I took this thing off. Looks like paint. A handful of these. Not really sure where those are going to go. This came off, but it's still... There's still more. There's so many. Why? Why just... So I'm going to get those separated. And then this looks like it'll peel, but this looks like it was this. But this green looks like it was this, and there's paint over it because it doesn't really peel. There's just a crust on top. Awesome. Is that it? Are we sure? Jeez. I mean, that helped a little. We're gonna have another president before I'm done with this. Ooh. Oh, it's a good one. So yeah, it's white, and he painted over the PlastiDip. So I got this thing kind of stripped down, and you can see where, along those edges, And you know you're going to see in that seam when you put the parts back on, all that's got to get, it's got to get taken care of. Great. So I've been using heat and, you know, did 2 layers. Don't know if you can see that, but it's turning it into a nightmare. So now I've gone on to trying chemicals. This is going to be a while. Alright, so a combination of the remover for PlastiDip plus bug and smudge remover plus plastic razor blades. This is like an hour. Well, I mean, getting there. This went over. Nope, wrong position. Where did this go? I don't even know now. All right, so because I was gonna lose my mind if I kept working on the same spot, if you just spray that remover in there, get one of these 10 for $3 brushes on Amazon, you can like get it all out of there without having to take the panels off, which is, you know, when everything's tied in, especially on a BMW, that saves you some time. And then back to scraping. How's your Wednesday going? Or whatever day this happens to be. It's getting disgusting around here. So that's starting to work. I call it the old soaking brush. Using the stuff that, you know, is meant to take this stuff off. And now, whew, back to this panel that somehow bolted on with all those. And moving on. Maybe I'll soak something else while I'm working on this. Yep, this seems to be the only method that really kind of gets anywhere. The soak and stab is what I'm calling it now. Take my frustrations out on it. I hate plastic junk. So the funnest, most excellent, bestest part of this is that this paint, this green crap, protects the PlastiDip from its killer. It's like a barrier. So you have to break through it so that stuff can soak in, because I let this soak for like too long and nothing's happening. I mean, we're getting there. But at what cost? My sanity. That's the cost. Hello, it's the next morning. I was really hoping someone would have come in and finished this thing for me, but they did not. So we are going to have to take care of this. So this is as far as I got. I just started at some point just soaking it while I was working on other stuff, you know, like back here. And it seems to work as well or not as well as the other systems I've implemented. So, fender's done, got that, got everything out of there. So that's good. Parts are somewhere over there. But the biggest pains in the asses parts are still these green deals with all the paint on top of plastic crap with paint and then more PlastiDip crap underneath. So that's 4 layers of crap that need to come off without damaging the actual first layer that we're trying to keep. That looks like this guy right here. So this is good. That's all bad. Good, bad. Why so serious? Because you are up. That's why. So I guess while I'm all on rants and pissed off here, there's a right way to do PlastiDip, and it's thick. Like, you lay it on so the next guy or you can peel it off. It's meant to come off eventually. What this guy did, so he put the PlastiDip on and then went, I'm the Joker now. I want green. It says blue. I thought it was purple. But he wanted green and blue, so he just painted over the PlastiDip, and then he's like, nah, not enough, do it again. I don't know what he was trying to protect or what he was trying to do. You would have been better off just painting the damn thing, because then we could have just scuffed it and painted it again. Would have been way easier if that was the intention. But if you want to do PlastiDip, just do it, but lay it on so it comes off, you know, just pull that rubber off, and then you move on with your life, and you use the spray to clear up the edges, and you're good to go. This right here is a freaking disaster. I mean, just what an absolute mess. There's, oh my God. This got sent, but, well, that broke off because, you know, FedEx does things. But, you know, new things came. Didn't ask for it, but that's the kind of cool company those guys are. So, yeah, I mean, they're not a sponsor, but give them a try. They make some good stuff. Well, there's some progress. This is by far one of the worst things I've ever done. I hate PlastiDip. So this is a point where you got most of it off, but there's just like that glue left that you'd really want to just go at it. But now you have to save on that gray, so you can't get crazy with like a harsh rag or chemicals. Basically, this is water on a microfiber, and you hope for the best. And some of it comes off pretty easy. Other stuff you gotta scrub a little bit, but you can't go too hard because we're trying to preserve this layer. All very, very frustrating. Oh, yeah. This is satisfying. Hello, it's another day. Thankfully, I had other things to do and I could get away from that sticky, gooey beast for at least a little bit yesterday. And get the heat going here. Get the old... Oh, is it? Nope. There it goes. Yeah, so we're going to finish up this BMW today, whether it kills me or not. Yeah, it's noisy, but here we are with this thing. I slapped all the panels back on it. It's less sticky than it was yesterday. I think you saw me pull the wheel tape off. I have to buff this stuff out where, you know, there's leftover Joker things. And where else was there? There's some, you know, there's some hazy sticker stuff there. And we have a windshield coming in. It probably won't be here by the time this video is over, but you know, you'll get the idea of what it looks like. And while I'm thinking about it, as I'm staring right at it, it's in my face, this stuff Griot's sent as a, you know, go ahead and give it a try type thing. I don't know, do we do trim restore or plastic? This looks like it's for gloss. Windshields maybe? I don't know. Maybe we'll give that a try on the mirrors and see how it works. What does it say here? Renews, enhances, and protects. Trim, not trims, trim, tires, and more. Set and shine. Oh, yeah, we'll give it a shot. I guess if there's any positives to take away from a motorcycle being completely coated in that crap is, for the most part, dude must have did it early before there was any damage. I mean, there's a couple spots, you know, like that. But, I mean, I didn't think it would be that nice underneath. I thought for sure there'd be like one panel that was like yellow or blue or something. Like it was tipped over, and that's why the coating got put on to begin with, just to make everything, well, I was going to say match. It's usually what people do, but make it a clown show is what this guy ended up doing. But yeah, it's actually pretty good under there. Not a bad bike, which I don't have a problem saying now. Now, quick update on the mirrors. I went and touched one, and I think this might be a little bit beyond slapping some stuff on, because just with a rubber glove, I have a 79 Firebird that did that. That is called Sunbeat. Might have to repaint. Great. Smells good. Let's give it a fair shot. Thick. Well, I mean, you can see where it's rough. Yeah, we're gonna have to paint. Damn it. Great news, the ha-ha-has were on there just a little too long and have to be wet sanded off. Thanks, Joker guy. Thanks. Dick. We are getting there, slowly but surely. Just hitting the plastics up with some of this Make Your Chevy Avalanche New Again sauce. Getting that stuff better. And finish up the side panels and get it back together. Done. Finally, let's drink it all in. Here she is, complete, put back together, other than the windshield. Still on order. You know, FedEx. All the plastic's been restored. Most of the original paint survived. Actually, not a bad looking motorcycle. So let's just take a moment and admire my hard work and see a before and after of everything I've accomplished and how great I am. Thank you very much. So what have we learned here today? Well, I've learned that I never want to do that again. Hopefully you picked up some tips or tricks or something to help you along the way should you ever buy something that's coated in this type of thing. If you pick something up from auction, looks like absolute hell, looks like a superhero villain, may have had his way with a BMW like this. Maybe there's some type of, something great underneath. You can spend a few days on, get it cleaned up, and sell that sumbitch and move on to the next one. And that's what we're doing here. And someone's going to end up with a pretty decent bike, actually. But who knew? It was, under. Is that a grown-ass man that did that? It doesn't matter. It's over now, Eric. Just let it go. I mean, seriously, a grown-ass man went and made that bike look like... Thanks for subscribing and checking out the channel and liking and sharing and all that good stuff. And hopefully next time around it won't be something so frustrating for myself to make. And that's about it. All right, see you next time.